Let's break it down with Hand of the Week.
Back with another Hand of the Week with Patrick. How you doing, man?
Joe, I am good, man.
We have a fun Hand of the Week this week. It's sent in by Matt Hayward. This is our friend from Australia.
What's Matt playing?
So Matt is playing online. He's playing 2 cent, 5 cent, but he's playing PLO.
See, this is where you're going to test the novice.
And this is his first hand of the session, so he's actually posted the 5 cents from the cutoff. He bought in for $5. Our first hand of the session is the King of Hearts, 9 of Clubs, 9 of Spades, 6 of Diamonds. Middle position, who has $1.73 in his stack, limps for the nickel, and then it folds to us. So what do you want to do with it?
I mean, it's a good start, but I don't think it's a great start, so I'm going with a check.
I almost wish somebody would have raised so I could fold. But as it is, we're kind of stuck playing the hand. Matt says his decision was to check. The button, who has $4.80 in their stack, calls. The small blind with 366 calls, and the big blind checks, and they have 371. The pot is 30 cents, and the flop comes the King of Spades, 6 of Clubs, 5 of Spades.
All right, well, now I'm feeling a little bit better about my hand.
But it's still a little scary. It's checked to the middle position, who bets 24 cents.
I like my 2 pair still a little bit. I'm going to call that.
I think a call is perfect. Definitely don't want to get re-raised if we put more in there. I don't think you can fold the 2 pair. Matt also calls. He says, being honest, I am so close to folding. Lots can go wrong, and I'm drawing dead if someone has pocket kings. Feels loose, and I will happily fold if it's raised. I don't think it's too loose. In late position, I think a call is fine. The button folds, the small blind and big blind both call. The pot is $1.15, and the turn is the Ace of Diamonds. Now it's checked to us.
That doesn't help me at all, and it just opens up Pandora's box of things that could hurt me. I know it's going to sound weak, but I check as well.
I think we probably have to check there. If we were up against 2 players and not 3, maybe we could try to make some kind of move, but yeah. I think a check is fine. And it looks like that's what Matt does too. Says, I check. I've now only got middle 2 pair. There's still a flush draw along with a number of straight draws. So I don't see the point to betting, as it's too hard to push all 3 opponents out.
So far, our guys played it well.
Matt's done a great job. The pot is $1.15 still. And the river is the 9 of Hearts. Checks around to you. What do you do with that?
Well, now we're going to bet a little. I'm probably going in the 75-cent range.
Yeah, I mean, I think I come alive here too.
Yeah.
The problem is that PLO is the type of game you really have to bet your hand. You're not going to get as many people coming over the top with less. If you're fine with just getting what you put in the pot, then that's okay. But I think, honestly, I'm probably fine with them calling half pot or 3/4 pot. Matt goes full pot. He says, there's every chance the 9 gives someone a straight. That said, all players have happily checked it out on both the turn and river. I honestly doubt someone with the straight would be checking the river after so much passiveness on the turn. I completely agree with that. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. You've got to bet your hand because somebody else isn't going to do it for you in this one. A lot of times in Hold'em, you can let someone else bet it. That doesn't happen as much in PLO. So he says, my gut says I'm probably good, and with 3 opponents, I might be able to get a call from someone looking to look me up, maybe with like ace king. The small blind calls while the other 2 fold. My trip 9s win against a small blind that also hit top 2 on the flop. He wins $3.34.
It's a good start for his first hand when he put in $5.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a good start, isn't it? Matt says, the flop was probably a bit too loose. Matt's thinking he probably could have folded there, and I really don't think so.
If someone had bets and bet decent size on the turn, then you probably go away.
That's the spot where they could have gotten us off the hand, right? Matt played it pretty spot on throughout.
Yeah, I agree.
Good job, Matt. So if anybody has a hand of the week that they would like Patrick and I to break down, send it to podcast@ anteupmagazine.com. Patrick, I appreciate you jumping on here another week, and we'll talk again next week.
See you next week.